Hello, chat. Let me know if you can hear me okay before we start, and then we will kick it off as per usual for our Sunday. I'm pretty keen for this one to do year 2 of Grim Fandango remastered. How is everyone doing in chat today? Let's see. Brightness, voice text, text speed medium. EG3. Rendered, remastered. Good? That's good, Hollow. How have you been? What's the latest with you, my dude? Sorry, I've just dropped the microphone a little bit because my microphone stand is absolutely shit. 1 second. Still feels like it's morning. I'm definitely getting a new mic stand for this because this is silly. So I've got like one good mic stand, but then I've got like a really like, I wouldn't say shitty, it's like a second-hand mic stand, but it's just nothing but trouble. Okay, so where we were last time, we headed towards Rubicaba because we're still trying to find the girl. Our quest has gone 1 year later, so now we're 1 year in the future, and now we own a casino, like a sort of nightclub, and we're still looking for her because we need to try to get our job back. I've adopted a baby brother now since I last checked in. Really? Dude, that's awesome, man. You know, gaming laptop, play all the games. Oh, awesome, dude. Awesome. Hey, I'm happy for you, man. Alright, let's head inside. Gotta remember these controls again.
Lady Luck. Le numéro gagnant.
Can I not just analyze the... And which one was inventory? I think this is inventory. Okay.
My scythe. I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
Okie dokie. Thanks, phone.
My wartime communications from South.
Let me know if the game volume is okay too, by the way.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubicaba safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later.
Well, we can technically still read it now. I mean, we don't have to, like...
Calavera, it is indeed a great day for the revolution. Say hola to little Manny, the first enlisted messenger to serve the LSA. Please feed him some breadcrumbs and send him back quickly, so we may know that our maiden flight was a success. Manuel, I am sorry to hear that you have not heard from your Meche. You must be patient and let your heart remain open. If it is meant to be, you will someday be reunited.
Ah, he still thinks I'm in love with her.
Manuel, we have found the head of the serpent. Using the computer access you provided us, we picked up a thread that led us to the man who corrupted the Department of Death. His name is Hector Le Mans. Once a small-time racketeer, he has grown fat and powerful by robbing the newly dead. Watch out for the name Hector Le Mans, Manuel. And be careful. Dear friend, our movement now has true momentum, and our numbers are rapidly growing. Much of this is due to our communications and intelligence systems, both of which we owe to you. In light of your contributions, I would like to announce your promotion to Special Agent status. I, Salvador Limones of the Lost Souls Alliance, salute you, Manuel Calavera. You are a great ally in this noble revolution. Great news. We've discovered a new secret talent of our tiny messengers. We don't know how they do it, but these mysterious birds can actually find their targets just by looking at a photograph of the addressee. To celebrate, Eva has made them all little berets. I'll send you some pictures. Manuel, I am troubled by reports of you buying the automat and converting it into a nightclub. It's fine for you to be comfortable in Rubacava for your long stay, but I pray you haven't lost sight of the larger goals. It is not this world, but the next in which our true glory lies.
Hey, sailor, what's going on?
I just got this one today.
Beware, Manuel, for you are in grave danger. Somehow rumor has spread on the streets of El Marro of your presence in Rubacava. If this information reaches Hector Lamans, he surely will send his evil operatives after you. You must give up your search for Mercedes for the time being, and please, be out of Rubacava on the next ship.
I think he's exaggerating the danger a little, but I do feel pretty stupid for putting my name on the big sign.
So I gotta go speak to the dude downstairs first. We got a few things to do down here. And we're gonna meet Lupe. Let's do the slide.
Hello, Manny.
Hola.
Hola.
I guess Gladys is good at anything that uses keys. Quiet night, huh, carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, you know, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it. You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Ah, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club. We got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've gotta find Meche and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man.
Pretty much the Speedwagon, yeah. Alright, so first thing I need to get is I need to get the gold flake liqueur.
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Nothing but the best for my customers. My rich customers. Yes, I better take this with me. For safekeeping. Well, maybe just a sip.
Nice. I'll be needing that for a puzzle much later. Because this area is huge, by the way. Probably the biggest area in the game. So there's a lot that needs to be done.
Ah, my bread and butter. Thrill-seeking rich folk with a poor grasp of statistics and probability.
He's a very dedicated soul. He wants to basically find this girl so he can save her. And part of it is that I guess he kind of wants his job back, but he gets to a point where he's only got one focus in mind, really.
Not while they're losing. Ah, my bread and butter. thrill-seeking rich folk with a poor grasp of statistics. An honest roulette croupier is hard to find, and guys like this, even harder. Everything okay down here?
I'm going to need some more chips if Monsieur Lucky does not call it a night soon.
Don't worry, we'll make that happen.
Police Chief Bogan.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Rubacava's
faites vos jeux,
finest.
s'il vous plaît.
You know, some people say you should always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux
Chow
sont
Chilla
faits.
Charlie in his regular booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets,
Chow Chilla
please.
Charlie in his regular booth. Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course
Well,
not,
kinda.
Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh.
He wants
Well,
to
they
get it
kicked
so
me
she
out
can
of that
eternally
cat
rest,
trap
basically.
For printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love, which I love.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Hey, give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
What else can you counterfeit?
Nothing. Anything.
When I think of something I need,
I'm not a...
why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
Tell me your system, Charlie.
I can't tell you my secrets, just this. You have to become one with the bandit, Manny. You have to get inside the machine and make it want to pay.
On second thought, stay away from my roulette table. All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
Well, I've got a club to run, so...
So what I get right
Yes,
from this too
please,
is that
Manny.
the
Get on with
the
your
color of their
glamorous
skulls
life.
means how long they've been here. So because obviously they're meant to go to the eternal rest, you know, finally finish their life. You know, these people are kind of just sort of waiting in the middle.
Thank you.
But there are some people that like have skulls that are like different colors. And in my opinion, I don't necessarily like, it's always been kind of like my thought process of it is that I don't necessarily think it's about what do you call it? Just colors of skulls. I actually think part of it is to do with the fact of how long they've been there and like the rotting of the skull, I guess.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again. Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say, yes, I think tonight's the night.
Yes, I think tonight's the night that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely the night.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
That's the thing too, like there's like a little kind of a plot hole, I guess, because he drives all the way here through the forest, and he's decided to wait here for her, but it kind of implies that he didn't fully search for her, so he's kind of gone ahead of her to kind of head her off, but knowing how the forest is, like, would she have died in the forest if not made it through? It's kind of like, it's kind of weird in that way, because I feel like, I mean, you could assume if you went into deeper lore of the game, then yeah, maybe he did look for her, but she could also be dead. Like, it's going to be people naturally be here longer because they don't have a quick way to afterlife. It's true, yeah. Showing the age, while the skulls on the death represent a fresh death decaying, other older skulls tend to turn brown, yellow, and greenish as a result of older age. Your thought process of them being dead isn't far off. Yeah, so the main bad guy of this game is the most discolored skull of the whole game. And that's why I've never heard it said in practice, but I always feel that kind of, but then there's like this chick here, she's kind of like, she's got like a pinkish hue. So I was like, has she been here like a little bit too long? I don't know. Is there another character that's kind of, yeah, they're kind of weird, but less quick. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And I guess he can't just continue searching forever.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
Okay, tell me all the details about your new code check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup. Oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Please, tell me all about your new code check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
I actually like her. She's probably one of my favorite characters of the whole thing. Just because she's a bit of a looper. So, we're going to have to make
I've always meant to hide that better.
We're going to have to make the police chief lose a game. So he's on the middle table. So I'll wait till it gets to that table. So we're going to use a magnet. So if you notice, it's magnetized to 8.
No more bets, please.
And you can magnetize it and demagnetize it depending on what the table is. So I think it's the next one we got to demagnetize.
Le numéro gagnant, le 33, noir, entre les passes. 33, black. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Yes, it's on 2. There we go.
Look out below.
Le numéro gagnant, le 9, rouge, impair manque. 9, red.
This is an outrage. I bet on number 2. Why didn't it come up number 2?
Monsieur,
Is it really?
Je suis vraiment désolé. I
didn't even know that, Sailor. Thanks for the fact.
These things are all controlled by the man upstairs.
Well, please tell the man upstairs that Police Chief Bogan was very upset when he left. And when he returns later this evening, he would prefer to have better luck.
Oui, monsieur. Bonsoir. I will definitely tell him.
Okay, so now that that's rigged,
Faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît.
so we've made it that the chief loses because basically the cops are in the bed with the gambling joints. So what we want to do now is we've got him out because we need the cop for a later puzzle. So I'm just kind of doing stuff in advance a little bit.
Everything okay down here?
What happened to Monsieur Bogan's lucky streak?
It ran out.
Well, so did he.
Okay. So we do need this area again later. and we'll come back to this. I think we've pretty much got everything from here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go see Meche, because she is here. She's waiting outside for us, so we're going to go see her. And then activate the cutscene, which will give us the next task.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
Bless you. Bless me, sorry.
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every day you toss your bones into the drink and I fish them out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
That ship's going to Puerto Rico.
Oh,
That's the other
Jesus.
side of the world.
Sneezing like crazy.
Ain't no ships going out that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, the chief magnet. Yeah, because he comes back, because that's part of closing the club.
Limbo's my only hope, and I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
All right, so I'm ready to sail.
On what?
On the Limbo, man. Let's go.
Manny, the Limbo's not a passenger ship. She's small cargo, son. And every hand on board works.
I'll work.
What are your skills?
Sales and restaurant management.
Oh, hey, there is one opening on the Limbo's crew.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in the engine room. And your buddy Glottis would be perfect for it. But he'd have to get his own tools.
Okay, if I get Glottis some tools, can we board?
He can, yes. No offense, Manny, but there's just no place for you aboard the Limbo. She's fully manned already. In fact, her whole crew's on board, ready to sail at dawn. Except for that one guy.
Who's the one guy who hasn't boarded yet?
Well, Seaman Naranja's a little late, but he'll be here before they sail.
What job did Naranja have?
He ran the galley.
Aha! Restaurant management.
Yeah, it's similar to what you're doing now. Except the fish is fresher on the Limbo.
What if Naranja doesn't show up? I can fill his spot, right?
Manny, you're not even in the Maritime Union.
I know that, and you know that, but we're two guys who can keep secrets, right?
Glottis is exempt, but the captain will ask for your card. And if you don't have one, they'll serve you to the sharks like chum. And what's worse, I'll get fined. It's a tough union, boy, and I don't mess with them.
So let me get this straight. If I get Glottis some tools,
then I can get him a job on the Limbo.
And if Seaman Naranja doesn't show up for work,
but he will,
and I get a Maritime Union card,
which you'll never get,
then I can sail on the Limbo in the morning.
Jeez. I guess so.
What kind of tools does Glottis need?
Authentic CB equipment only.
Where do I get authentic CB equipment?
Why don't you ask a CB? Afraid of getting stung?
Where do you think Naranja is?
Probably home selecting recipes for the trip.
What's going on in that bottle? A tugboat?
This happens to be a perfect scale replica of the SS Lumbago. I'm just having a little trouble getting the walking beam to fit in the neck here.
That's funny, because a lumbago is usually more of a problem in the lower back than the neck.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'd better go finish packing.
Aye, you do that, son.
There's a cool little thing coming up here as well.
It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
This bit here.
It shone pale as bone as I stood there alone, and I thought to myself how the moon that night cast its light on my heart's true delight, and the reef where her body was strewn. Don't have that kind of equipment.
Okay, so we've basically got our mission is that we need to get on the boat. There is a lot to do in Year 2. In my opinion, Year 2 is the most long. Year 2 is probably the longest one. So I'm going to try to do as much of it in order as I possibly can. Again, I'm doing this off memory, so I've just got to remember which stuff to do first. There's a lot to do. So I've got to get the equipment for Glottis. I've got to get a Maritime Union card. And a reason to leave the town as well. Because I got to get Glottis to the ship as well. And I've also got to make sure Naranja doesn't rock up.
Extra thick doors to seal in the hipness.
This bit's cool.
Hey, look! Deadbeats.
Deadbeats.
Crazy.
But don't you see, when the government fades away, so will our troubles.
Ah, nonsense. We will always need some armed force to fight off the return of capitalism.
That sort of fascist thinking is as dead as you are, comrade. When we get rid of all the guns, that's when people will begin to self-police. And the public opinion alone will keep them from committing crimes.
Hola, trust funders.
Hey, look who's making the scene. It's Manny Calavera, the up, the down, the backside of the nouveau riche.
Beat it, dinner jacket. We're talking about things you wouldn't understand, like truth and beauty.
So basically, at one point, so what we can do, we need to get that book off them. I'm gonna do it now, just so that way we've got it. So in order, they like revolution ship. So we actually have that letter from Salvador. So I'm gonna read it to them.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys that you remind me of my friend Salvador Limones?
Salvador Limones is a fairy tale, a spook story the man tells the masses as he puts them to sleep.
Idiot! Salvador Limones is a very real and a very great man.
He also writes a mean letter.
What is this? I, Salvador Limones, salute you, Manuel Calavera?
A great ally in this noble revolution.
You really know Salvador Limones?
It does, yeah.
Why didn't you tell us you were a freedom fighter?
I'm doing alright, Chores. It's
talk
been
about
a
my
hell of a
underground
week,
big man
but
while I
I'm
put the
here.
whole scene in
How are
danger.
you, my squish friend?
Heavy.
Hey, I've got a split, so,
Viva la revolucion.
Oh, man. Would you cats mind if I dug on this book for a while?
Knock yourself out, brother.
So this book is about unionizing.
Labor Organization and Revolt Made Easy. Chapter 1. The workers shall control the means of production. Ooh, better not show that to Glottis.
Let's do some stand-up.
More hip cats. Hi, what's your name? Looks like it's open mic night.
Testing.
Okay, that was a bit of a glitch.
Testing. All right. Who's ready to rock and roll? Maybe later then, okay? So what is up with airplane food anyway?
Is he trying to be funny?
I mean, it's so small and not that good.
There's nothing funny about being dead, comrade.
Life is pain, death is worse. My funny bone must have fell off in the hearse.
Is there an Anselmo Naranja in the audience tonight?
He's down at Toto's place getting carved. If he's not passed out under a dock somewhere.
Hey, can anyone out there help me get into the Maritime Union?
Hey, we're into organizing labor, not sabotaging labor.
Anyone out there know where I can find some tools?
Try the docks, brother.
Good evening. I like to read a poem. Falling inside a dream, inside a dream, inside a dream. Fiddle-dee-dee. Everything Ness. Bebop. Sing it, sister. Is it you or am I you? The cracks in my skull. I am your failure. It lingers. I crave disappointment. Wantingness. And forever.
Turning the battleship.
Nothing. Does he hear? Hear? Break the mirror with your silence. Forgive these 5 sins. Go. Go! Grotesque. Hurting. I'm not laughing out of joy. The center. Clam bake. Don't pet the cat that way. Can you hear me saying nothing? Unify. Rectify. And forever. A single calcified tear. Explosion. Bang. The end.
We hear you, Daddy.
Brilliant.
Lola? What are you doing here? This crowd doesn't go much for souvenir pictures, except maybe of Lenin.
Shh! Manny, I'm on a stakeout. I'm gonna prove to Maximino once and for all that Olivia's no good for him.
Still hung up on Max, eh? Take my advice, Angel. Forget about him. He's a gambling racketeer.
Like you.
Oh, that hurts, baby.
Hey, shh! Here they come.
On sugar. How
That's
about
better.
a kiss for the
Sorry, I had to drink a bit of water.
Ick. Don't let me down, Nick. You're a lawyer. You're not supposed to have feelings.
I don't, but I know a good tart when I see one. Hey! If Maximino sees that, we're going to end up in matching terracotta pots.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt me. He loves me. Manny, at last we're alone. Tell me, how are the bourgeoisie?
Fine. How's Max?
Oh, Gramps, don't start.
What are you doing with a snake like Nick?
I'd lay it on you, Manny, but I don't think you'd get it.
Messing around with your boyfriend's lawyer is pretty dangerous.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. You do get it.
I'm a little worried about Lola.
That's because she's doomed, Manny. She fell in love with Maximino. That's the one mistake I never made.
You think Nick would hurt her?
Only if he finds her, and take it from me. He's not good at finding things.
Open mic night seems like a big hit.
It always takes those timid souls a while to get up the nerve.
Little dark in here, don't you think?
Dark and cold, like the hearts of men.
You know, I'm thinking of buying this place.
Really? I thought about buying yours for a while, but then I just decided to ask my boyfriend Max to buy it for me.
Cold.
You can have it. I'm leaving town.
Manny, you sound so exciting all of a sudden. Why are you leaving town?
Johnny Law, baby. You see, I'm a grifter. I'm bad news.
Yeah, right. You're running after that ghost chick everyone says you're still so uptight about. Well, I have a poem I wrote just for you. Pay attention because it's pretty short. Here it goes. Ch
Maybe it would help if you went up there and started things rolling.
Oh, Manny, read poetry in my own club? That would be like this whole place was just a big temple set up to worship me.
Oh, come.
Okay. Falling inside a dream, inside.
She's just ripping me off.
Fiddle, dee, dee. Everything, Ness. Beep, bop. Sing it, sister.
It's wonderful. It is. It's amazingly written, dude.
Am I you?
That's why I'm so glad to share it with you.
In my skull. I am your failure. It lingers. I crave disappointment, wantingness, and forever.
She's just ripping off my poem.
Turning the battleship. Nothing. Does he hear? Hear? Break the mirror with your silence. Forgive these 5 sins. Go, go, go. Grotesque. Hurting. I am not laughing out of joy. The center. Clambe. Don't pet the cat that way. Can you hear me saying nothing? Unify, rectify, and forever a single calcified tear. Explosion.
Hey, you stole my poem.
Consider it an image.
Well, catch you later, hip chick.
Keep practicing that lingo, man. You'll get it.
Ooh, smells like this door leads to the kitchen.
Do I need to go? I don't remember if I need to go in here or not.
Not picking that up. Not picking that
No,
up.
I don't need to. It's on the way back in the 3rd year, 4th year. Okay, so I've got that, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to get the CB equipment. So we'll do that next, which will be pretty easy to do.
These bees don't seem too busy. Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
Hey, I run an honest joint. We ain't in bed with nobody.
What about the protection money?
We pay every week. On the nose, through the nose, like an honest place should.
See what I mean? This town is just a big conga line of hustlers, all laughing and dancing and scratching each other's backs.
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny? If you want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay, and so they put us on barrel duty.
Why don't you just pay the union off then?
We got our pride, Manny. We're straight stingers, you know? Not to mention we just don't have any cash to spare now that we're not working. I mean, it's like a problem where, the solution makes the problem, worse.
Like a catch-22?
Yeah, wow. I wish I knew words like that.
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
You bees are being exploited. You should do something about it.
Yeah, what can we do? We're just a handful of unorganized drones. We don't know nothing about nothing except just
Good
how
puns.
to take it on a chin.
Clever jokes. Drones, drone bees.
Since you're not using your tools, think I could borrow them?
Well, we sold them to feed our families.
Then how are you ever gonna work?
I told you things were messed up down here, Manny. I told you.
Hey, can I borrow one of your union cards?
What, are you kidding? You know how much I had to pay Chow Chilla Charlie to get mine?
You guys know a seaman naranja?
Nah, CBs and sailors don't mix.
But you're in the same union.
Well, maybe so, but some traditions are sacred there, Manny.
If the cops own the union, and gambling's in bed with the cops...
Yeah, and then who really runs the gambling, right? Well, no offense, but Maximino is really the big boy in town, obviously. But word is, he gets his orders from some hardcore gangsters in El Mero. Yeah, that fancy cat track is really just a big laundromat, if you get my drift.
I can't tolerate all this injustice. I'm leaving.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees. They do all the work, but we can't affect it's like the way that things are produced should be controlled by, we should, forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out-of-work bee.
And this is where we give him the union book.
I think these are the words you're looking for.
The workers shall control the means of production.
The workers shall control the means of production. Yes, that's it. That's what I've been trying to say.
Who will stop the fat cats of industry from building these ships with the pollen of the exploited working class? I say we fight back!
What's this? Maybe a bee agitator?
I say lay down your tools right now and show the man just who makes the honey around here!
Yeah, you can see where it's going.
That does it. You know, I always thought bees came in two colors, yellow and black. But you look all red to me, my friend.
Ah! Hey, what are you doing? We've got the right to assemble peacefully.
Good. You're going to need a lot of assembly after we take you apart, comrade.
Manny! Get me a lawyer! Get me a lawyer!
Logan, that's gonna make it tough to spring the kid and get him back out here. Good thing I know a lawyer who owes me a favor.
Okay, so basically now we've got to use that lawyer from before. So what we're going to do, we've got to work our way up to that. So I'm going to try to get all the items from down here first. And go from there. So I've got to remember what everything is. So there's that. And then the track is upstairs. So it's up there, up the lift. I'm just trying to remember where everything is, because then there's the... Can you go this way? You can't go that way. So I've got to go back this way. Is this the dock? No. So this will be where Naranja is. Okay. Also, just for dialogue purposes, I'm clicking on a lot of stuff because I like the story. So
this gate only leads up to the Lambada dock, and the Lambada's gone. I've got the lumps to prove it. That's where Velasco lets us store.
Hey, Cedrus, welcome to the stream, my dude. Thank you for working so hard on that new logo. It looks awesome, my dude. I'm really happy.
There it is, Max's giant cat racetrack. How's a regular guy with 3 roulette tables supposed to compete with that?
So what have I got to do here? I've got to get... I need to get Naranja to go to sleep. I need to... I need to go to the kitchen. Because I need the... No, I don't need the dirty hookah water. I need to... I do need a turkey baster. Hey, it's gonna look beautiful, dude. Honestly, I think it's gonna look really beautiful. Thank you so much for taking that extra bit of time. Alright, let's activate this. pretty sick.
That's the folding bridge that connects this pier to the base of the cat track.
There you go. Caw-caw. Welcome to the stream, dude. We're doing year 2 of Grim Fandango. Okay, so let's go to the cat track. So in this bit's weird because the way this is depthed out, it looks like the bridge isn't there. I don't know why they did it like that. So we've got a few things that we still got to do. So, cat track area.
Ugh, I'm not sure what I hate more, crowds or cats, but I'm definitely not going near either one today.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 15 minutes to place your bets.
But your sketches are great. Oh, thanks, Eagle. I think it's a great game.
Hey!
It's a good little story game.
Looks like a great night for cat races. Things do look bad, but this jump wouldn't do the trick, unfortunately.
Getting ready for the next race.
Okay, so in this area, I need to get... Okay, so... Alright, I need to talk to... someone about Union Card. Oh, these backgrounds in here? Yeah, they're beautiful.
Wow, Manny Calavera. You never come up here to see me anymore.
Well, I thought you could use the company with everybody gone for the Day of the Dead.
In that case, Manny, why don't you stick around until 6? That's when I get off.
This is hidden shipping right here.
It's a metal detector.
Oh, that explains why it never gets my hair dry.
Can I try out your metal detector?
What's your sudden interest in metal detectors, Manny?
I'm just a collector.
Well, I'll show it to you when I'm on break. How's that?
Busy night?
Hardly. Everybody's gone home for the holiday already. This place is dead, and I'm bored, Manny. Bored.
They could have hooked up.
What's the shuttle waiting for?
Oh, they're just cleaning it, but they're very thorough. We run a tight ship here, you know.
When's your break?
Dawn.
Oh, that's too late. I'm shipping out tonight.
Yeah, right. I've fallen for that line too many times.
I think it's time for your break. We could slip in the
Same,
back
I
for a
do
little
too.
drink. You can tell me all about your job, the danger, the metal detectors.
That back room's all business, Manny. And so am I.
What kind of business goes on back there, Carla?
Strip searches. And you don't qualify.
Why don't I qualify for a strip search?
Manny, I agree it would help pass the time, but we have procedures and rules here. And you never know when they're watching. I can only strip search people when a regular search turns up nothing.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Ooh, I love this part. Sir, if you will, please place all of your belongings on the security desk. Oh, you're clean. Rats, Manny, I almost got to strip search you.
Okay, so the hint for this one is you need to drink something that's got some form of something in it.
Not portable.
So we do actually have something because we need the metal. Oh, okay. That was a weird fucking... This switch port is so bad, honestly. I'm really annoyed at the devs for this game because the port is great because a lot of new people get to enjoy it, but there's so many more glitches in it and they refuse to acknowledge how bad the glitches are. And they never went back and fixed them.
Well, maybe just a sip.
I hate it. I hate the fact that they didn't. There we go.
Sir, if you will, please place all of your belongings on the security desk. You sure you're not packing anything else?
Nothing that would set off that thing.
Then, sir, I'm afraid you'll have to step into the back with me.
Rules are rules.
And of course, with my dad being in the military, we moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this one town we moved to when I was in the 1st grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the only industry in the area was figs. Acres and acres of fig trees everywhere you looked. I myself never really
That's
cared for
interesting.
figs. I always like dates more. Or prunes. Don't you just
Actually,
love
figs
prunes?
are a personal favorite.
They have such a great texture. They're all wrinkled up like my Grandma Hedwig's face. Oh, poor Grandma Hedwig. She was always forgetting things.
Hedwig, now that's an interesting name.
I remember one time back when I was 6. Or maybe I was 7. No.
Ah,
I had to be
6,
6
the
because
golden
Mr.
year.
Rufus was still alive. Now there was a
Mr.
good
Rufus?
dog. Mr. Rufus. He was such a sweet little puppy. We didn't care that he was deaf. He was
Huh?
as deaf
What's
as they
that?
come, but he'd still try to bark. And it would come out sounding like a
Could
cat
I hold that metal
coughing up a
detector for a
hairball.
second?
Did you just come back here to ask to borrow my metal detector?
No way.
Oh, okay. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. So the only industry in town was figs. Acres and acres of fig trees everywhere you look.
So basically, to
I
get out of
myself
this,
never
you
really cared
like
for
you can
figs.
listen to her
I always liked
entire
dates
story
more.
if you want,
Or prunes.
and it loops
Don't you just
around.
love
But you really need to
prunes?
get the metal
They have
detector.
such a great
I think
texture.
you're just at the part about your metal detector.
Are you sure you didn't just come back here for this metal detector?
Actually, I did come back here just for your metal detector.
What is it with you in this thing? I'm sick of it, Manny. If this is all you want, you can fight the cats for it. Why is it all men are after the same thing? Except you. The only woman you care about is that Calamar dame, and she split on you. I don't know what she did to you, but you know what? I'm done trying to figure it out, pal.
Carla. These lockers have a note on them. Employees. I don't care who's doing it, but please stop using the contained detonation chamber to crack open walnuts. Thank you. Ah, Carla. You wouldn't happen to have a second metal detector around here, would you? You wouldn't happen to have a second metal.
So mad. We got to come back to her later because we got one more thing we got to do with her as well.
Drop dead.
So what we'll do now is we will obtain said metal detector because it has now fallen into the giant kitty litter pit.
Tuesday is Kitty Hat Day.
Which is through here.
Fuchi, that smell is peor que la muerte. Well, that's the hole I saw Carla's metal detector fall through. Oh no.
So in this sequence, this is like one of the sequences where you frequently use an item that you have.
It says
We're gonna take this too.
design leaves can edges safe and smooth for Kitty.
Okay, now in order to find it, we need this.
Aha!
Got it.
A little stinky, but it could be worse.
Okay. So we're obtaining items little by little. So we need to also put ourselves out of business, because if we don't put ourselves out of business, well, you'll see. We basically need to make our business bankrupt, in a sense. We need to can it. So the next area we got to go to, we got to go back to the the bar.
Hey, the new blimp is already in full operation. Let's just hope they fill it with something non-flammable this time. It only goes to the land of the living, and there's nothing for me there.
Alright.
I know that statue's supposed to mean something about justice, but I don't know.
So this is where the bee should be, Terry the bee should be locked up.
Poor Terry. This is all my fault. Hey, Terry, that was a beautiful speech out there.
Yeah, maybe so, but it landed me in here.
Don't worry. I'll get you the best lawyer in town.
Okay, Manny, but quick! Before the movement loses its buzz!
Reward offered for cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area, including a large suitcase bearing the initials HL. Reward offered for... I think I can remember that.
So that is a hint for an item we need. This door here we will go back to later because we will need to do that later. So, shit, I didn't want to do that. And we're going down. So yeah, we need to go up to the bar so we can activate getting a card so we can actually get into the High Rollers Lounge of Max's Cat Track. Because basically, in order for us to get in there, we need to do something. But we also need to get Glottis involved as well. Which we will do right now. Back to the cafe. Okay, so I need to go see Chow Chilla Charlie. Yeah, I've got 2 cats. They're okay, but they're Satans. All cats are assholes in some form. Okay, so I need to go speak to Chow Chilla Charlie again.
Manny?
Can you make reasonable union cards?
Manny! Are you going to start moonlighting? Or are you just looking to hang out with the sailors?
Can you do it or not?
I have a deal for you. If you can retrieve my money from Maximino, I can make you president of that crooked union.
I don't need to be president. And why does Max have your money?
I put a whole suitcase of it up for collateral on a rather large wager last month. The race was fixed, Manny. They stole my money like common thieves. Here, take this VIP pass and use it to get into the High Rollers Lounge. They won't let me in there anymore. There should be a safe somewhere in the wine cellar, and my suitcase should be in it.
And you can get me a card tonight.
If you make it back, Manny, the card will be on the table.
Easy. Now, part of getting into the basement is we need to get Glottis in there. So we need to show him the VIP card.
Check out this fancy pass to the High Rollers Lounge. Can you believe how full of themselves they are over there? I don't think their place is any more VIP than ours, do you?
I don't know. I try to stay away from that place.
Really? Why?
'Cause of my problem.
Glottis? Compadre? I can't believe I kept him from putting headers on that thing for so long.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want to do is now we head to the Kai Rollers Lounge. Because, yeah, Glottis is kind of the other half of the puzzle in order for us to get the suitcase.
I have a note for you from Lola.
Lola?
Yes. Now, where is it? Where? Oh, here. No, wait. Dang. I have a whole new system for messages. Just let me... Here. No, wait. Be quiet. Here it is. Wait a second. It's empty. There was something inside. It felt like a key.
A key?
Yes! But did somebody come back here and snake the key while I was sorting the coats? Who would do that? They messed up my whole system!
So, in order for... We need to get the key. To get the proof that Maximino is being cheated on with his lawyer and bitch face from downstairs. So there is a lot of puzzles that need to be done in this area. We're gonna try to do them one at a time. But yeah, so Lola is she's got there is a key that we need to get a hold of. And then we can get clues to obtain the photo. And the photo will have the proof that we need in it. So we can do that. And that's why we've got the ticket machine.
But here comes a challenger. Pause 2.
This is it!
There he is. There's our boy.
Oh, if I had only known. I had no idea you liked gambling so much, Glottis.
Well, the doctors made me promise I wouldn't do it anymore. But they can't get in the high rollers lounge, now can they? Paws in the air.
Coming
let's
home
go.
soon?
I'm visualizing.
Yeah.
So we need him for a puzzle. You'll see why. But for now, we're going to... We'll go speak to Maximino now. Get that all sorted.
Hello, Maximino.
Why, if it ain't Manny Calavera, come to see how the big boys play, eh, Manny?
From what I can tell, they play with kitties.
Kitties, roulette tables, what's the difference? They go round and round all day, and they're both more reliable when they're fixed. Am I right?
Look, you gotta cut Glottis off. He has a problem.
As long as he's got credit, then he's got no problem.
Credit? How did Glottis get credit?
He's part owner of your club, ain't he?
Half owner, actually.
Well, he put the joint up as collateral. So as long as you're in business, he's in business.
How's the old cat race, Max?
Well, volume's pretty low. Most everybody's out of town.
Tell me about it.
But I've got some side businesses that help smooth over the rough spots.
What kind of side businesses?
Many. Let's just say our El Mato associates appreciate our out-of-town perspective.
You know, you got a pretty nice setup here.
You got a good little club yourself, Manny. Not as nice as my girlfriend's, of course.
Did you say your girlfriend?
Hey, Manny, don't pretend you don't hear the gossip. It's not a secret anymore. Olivia and I are officially an item.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I just saw Olivia and Nick kissing.
Manny, we all kiss here. We're all one big family, you know?
No, I mean kissing, Max.
Manny, Olivia and I are in love. Nick Virago's been my trusted counsel for years. You shouldn't even joke around about their character like that. It could make me very angry.
I'm not joking.
That's enough, Calavera. I mean it. Now, let's talk about something we can agree about.
I'm leaving town tonight.
That's great, Manuel. No one needs a vacation more than you. Get out of town. Forget about that Meche woman.
I like the new blimp.
Yeah, I decided not to let what happened to the Olivia 1 get me down. Imagine, you try to impress your girlfriend by building her a beautiful airship, and what happens? It goes and crashes, explodes and burns on your own track.
kills her favorite cat, too. Not the kind of thing that makes the young girl's hearts go aflutter. I'll tell you that twice.
Your new waiter's got quite an attitude, even for a snooty waiter type.
Hey, Manny, when you put labels like that on people, it's like you stick people in these little boxes and never let them out.
We're all in little boxes back home, Max. 6 feet under.
Now you're talking like the town coroner, Manny. Cut it out.
I'm here for Charlie's money. No, seriously. He says you have a lot of it.
Oh, I got a lot of it, but none of it's his.
Well, I'll let you get back to staring out the window.
Just can't get enough of my cats.
You know, I'm getting the feeling Max ain't much of a dog guy. If I know Max, these will be wired to an alarm.
You know me better than I thought.
Alright. Let's go speak to fucking Dickface.
Boy, that Nick sure gets around. Nick Virago. What are you doing working in the High Roller Lounge? I would think Maximino's private lawyer would have his own office.
I do, but they don't serve drinks there.
Got a little lipstick on you, lover boy.
I already got rid of that, and I can do the same to you, Calavera.
There's the key.
So if I were you, I'd keep my jaw shut.
Nick, I need a lawyer.
You get yourself in some kind of trouble, Calavera.
Friend of mine's in the slammer.
So will you be needing a regular lawyer or an excellent lawyer?
An excellent lawyer.
Any excellent lawyer or the best excellent lawyer?
The very best is good enough for me.
And who would you say that would be, Calavera? Who would you say is the best lawyer you know in all the land of the dead?
You are, Nick.
That's right. And that's why Maximino retains me on an exclusive basis. So, sorry, but I don't do odd jobs.
How's tricks, Nick?
Yeah.
Everything all legal with the kitties?
Yes, they keep themselves pretty clean.
Who do you like in the 4th race?
Well, there's a white-footed tabby in gate 2 that's looking strong, but has a slight eye infection.
But you think he's gonna pull out of it and win anyway, right?
No, that puss-eyed puss is going to lose, but nobody knows, and I'm going to make a mint.
I have to tell this to someone. I hate cats.
Me too, but they keep the lights on around here.
Virago, I really need a lawyer.
Well, my dance card is full, so what are you gonna do?
I'll ask Max if I can borrow you.
He doesn't like sharing his counsel any more than he likes sharing his girlfriend, so don't bother.
I could pay you more than him.
Manny, look around you. Maximino could buy your club and use it as a litter box.
I could force you to do it with this gun.
If anybody had guns in this town but us, we'd know.
I could tell Max about you and Olivia.
That sort of claim could send a man like Max into quite a rage, especially if the messenger had no proof.
Max and I are friends. He'll believe me.
People believe what they want to believe, Calavera. And I want to believe you're a smart man who doesn't go around spreading dangerous rumors. I've got to talk to Max for a moment. When I get back, I hope you're gone, because I'm sick of looking at you.
It's Virago's cigarette case. Man, this is gonna get me in trouble.
Yoink.
There's something rattling inside. Must be in a hidden compartment somewhere, but I don't see a latch or anything.
Alright, so we got the key. We need to get the union card, so we might as well do that while we're here. It is possible to do that puzzle while we're here, so...
I don't think it would be a good idea to barge into Max's office while he's meeting with Nick.
Okay, well, we won't do that. We will go around. Okay, so now we need to go into here. Into the kitchen. And this is where the basement is. So we need to get into the basement. We need to sneak in one of these barrels. The big explosion. Which big explosion?
Looks like a turkey baster.
Yeah. Okay, so... Actually,
That monster upstairs is
damn it.
running me ragged. Oh, but monsieur, je suis très désolé. There are no guests allowed in the kitchen. I must ask you to leave.
Oh, the thing with Nick? Oh, yeah.
Raoul.
So while he's in there, what we do is we do this. Close it up. And then we get our scythe. Ah, crap.
Please don't do that. I do not like the tiny places, monsieur.
He was quick.
No, not one little bit. Look, I have no time for games of this nature. If I don't get these drinks, the customers will storm the kitchen looking for their orders.
Okay, we'll wait for him to come back. Yeah, so what we gotta do... Oh. He's gonna do it now. That's not what I want to do.
It is very bad that you are in here. Oh, monsieur. Merci.
And now we're gonna block the door. So that way we can get him. And then what's gonna happen is we need Glottis to drain the barrel. So wedge this in here like this. And then we leave.
Hello? Hello? Out there? Could somebody please open the door? I seem to have locked myself in this teeny tiny room. I am actually very claustrophobic, so if somebody, s'il vous plaît, oh, let me out of here, immediately.
Come on! Hey, I'm thirsty. Where's that waiter? That does it. Fruity, but voluminous.
It is, isn't it? Okay, so now what we gotta do, get up to the top of this thing, and we gotta hide in there. So what we'll do is we get the can opener. Send the can opener around. And then we hop in. And now we get to go in the elevator.
Well, somebody's sleeping on the job. Ah, it's empty. Ruben, where are you?
Ruben.
Mon Dieu!
Taking a little nap, vous, eh? Well, okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a really good mixture of multiple languages.
Sweet, Buster.
Yes, monsieur. Merci, anything you say. Ep2, more wine! Oh, I'm going to fire him for ignoring my pleas. And then
It's really good. Like they blend it quite well. Again, it just shows how good the writing is.
I'll be locked up in such a small, dark place.
Okay, so this puzzle is pretty easy because now we're in here. We've pretty much got access to this now. But we need this forklift. So we'll hop onto it.
I bet that thing's really easy to control if you're a big demon.
And it has to be... is it when you're going up or when you're going down? Because if you're going down... Wait. Go down... It's got to be one way or the other. I don't remember which way you've got to do it. We'll just try it. We'll just dick around with it. Damn it. That's not what I want to do. But basically we need to find the secret area without actually having to... It's just like a really weird way to activate it. So what we're going to do, we'll try to line it up as best as we can to the door. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to catch, there's a secret door that's coming up. I think it's in this way. Right, so we'll try it from here. I missed it. Pretty much, yeah. Just for this particular bit. I'm just talking my way through it. There we go. Okay. Now, there should be a lever on the other side of this thing.
It's the blade control lever.
Sweet. We're in, boys.
I wonder what Charlie's got in here. Dios mío, it's full of double-end tickets. This could get 100 souls on the number 9 train. Something's not right about this. I get the feeling this suitcase belongs to someone more important than Chowchilla Charlie.
So basically, I'll explain in a minute.
All right, Manny. Give me the case.
Charles, I thought we had a bargain.
No, we do. But I thought I'd bring some muscle along just in case.
What's the matter, Chuck? Can't afford to hire goons to do this sort of work for you?
I'm all the goon I need. Now drop it.
You said it, boss. Got a card for me?
Here. Welcome to the Union, Manny. Meetings first Tuesday of every month, and don't forget to pay your dues.
Don't forget to pay my dues.
So basically, if you don't remember, the whole ticket situation is depending on how you get to the Ninth Underworld. It will take you 4 years if you walk there, but you could technically drive there. You could technically get a boat there. You could take a blimp there. There are different ways to get there, and obviously depending on how good you were depends on what you get. And if you get a number 9 ticket, it takes you only 4 minutes to get there. So by getting there within 4 minutes, then you get to the final gate, which is the ninth underworld, which is the land of eternal rest. And so basically that's kind of like the end. So those tickets are worth their weight in gold, because if there are a lot of people, if you get to the Ninth Underworld and if you get to the land of the dead, and you don't have any way to get there except by walking, then you need to understand that you haven't been a good person. So those tickets are for people that have been good, and they're all labeled to somebody. So those tickets have been stolen off innocent souls, basically. No, that's okay, Pro. Welcome to the stream.
Can't open the part that I think has the key in it.
What's that?
I don't know. I found it under your desk.
Unattended?
No, there was a shifty-looking guy with crazy eyes who put it there.
Oh my god. Give me that! It's a bomb! Ha ha! Another senseless act of terrorism nipped in the bud by Security Officer Carla. Wow. It was completely destroyed by our own detonator, so I can't tell what kind of bomb it was. But here's something.
A key? I better bring that to Chief Bogan.
Yeah, you can analyze it with your metal detector.
Oh, poor Carla. Okay, so now we've got the key to the lighthouse. So there is actually a few things we can do here, but we'll do the lighthouse next, because we've got the Union card. That's part 1 done. So we need to get the CB tools, which means we need to get a lawyer. We need to take care of Naranja so he doesn't rock up. And we need to shut down our business. Yeah, I know. I just feel like there's a ship there that needs to happen. So alright, we're gonna head down to the lighthouse for one of the saddest scenes in the game. Unfortunately.
may not want to see me like this.
Lola, did Nick do this to you?
Yeah, he wanted that picture real bad, but he's never gonna find it, that fink.
I'll get him, Lola. I'll show Max the picture for you and fix Nick for good. Just tell me where you hid it.
Oh, Manny, it's all my fault. Always falling for the wrong guys. You know, I even had a thing for you once. But you were so hung up on that Meche woman, I figured I didn't have a chance.
Lola, where's the picture?
Tell me, Manny, would I have had a chance? Never mind. You just want Olivia for me. Tell her to improve her taste in men, or she'll end up just like me. Tell her to get a nice guy, Manny. Like you.
Lola! Lola! Oh, Lola. Hey, there's a picture of a tongue on it. And it says number 22, lengua.
Which was part of the laundromat, the food mat that we had. So we got to take that back now. So we're nearly there to get a lawyer. And there's still a few places we haven't been to yet. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I know, and then she's kind of got a crush on you too, so it's like... It's just kind of sad. Like, she's a character that you barely get to know, but clearly she's known Manny for such a long time. Yeah, it's really sad. But don't worry, Max will get what deserves to him. He gets what comes to him. So we use the picture we've got from her.
Hey, this is a card from my new coat check system. You do care.
Can I have my coat, please?
You bet. This is so exciting. Okay. Hold on. 22. Lengua. Ah! Here it is. Oh, darn.
What's wrong?
Just shoot me.
Lupe, what is it?
This can't be yours.
That's it. Thanks.
What are you doing with a tiny girl jacket?
I don't suppose there was a camera back there anywhere.
No.
She must have hidden that somewhere else. I'll tell you tomorrow. There's a little slip of paper in one of the pockets. All that this paper says is number 36, the Rusty Anchor. What is that supposed to mean?
Okay, so now this is one of the new areas we've got to go to, which is the tattoo parlor. That's very true, Sailor. That's actually quite a good way to say it. I do admire your use of words, my dude. So now we've got this piece, we can go see the tattoo artist, because there's a tattoo artist we haven't visited yet. And we've got to check his files for this particular item. So how's everyone doing tonight? What's everyone doing? How you all feeling?
And the card? Let me see it. One of Charlie's rush jobs. Good thing your new captain's far-sighted. Still no room for you on board. No word from Naranja, but he's done this before.
But I'm first on the waiting list.
As it were, yeah. And don't forget that Glottis has got to bring his own tools.
He will. He doesn't go anywhere without a lot of tools.
Good. Because neither does the Limbo. Don't just sit around here collecting barnacles.
Right.
Still a bit sleepy. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I've had a pretty crazy last couple of days. Alright, so let's go visit the tattoo artist. Let's go. You shouldn't have to worry about any hate, dude. Now, I'm wondering if I have to do this bit first, or if I've got another bit I've got to do.
Not now, Manny. I'm in the middle of something with Naranja here.
Okay, I need to knock out Naranja. I completely forgot. So we've got to go to the nightclub, and we got to get some of that stuff. Yeah, life's too short to worry about haters, though. Unless it's going to be constructive criticism, there's no point. I was telling, there was a fan that messaged me tonight and was like talking to me about that sort of stuff. I was like, life's too short for that sort of shit, man. Like, just don't care for it anymore. Like, so many people, like, there's just, nobody's got respect for anybody anymore. Life's so short.
Just a dab will drop you. Hey, man, you didn't see me put the secret ingredient in these coffin shooters, did you?
Relax. Olivia stole the recipe from me in the first place.
Yeah, she steals from the rich and gives to me to poor.
I'm not gonna drink dirty hookah water, and I can't carry it with my bare hands. I don't get the feeling those cleaning supplies are used much around here. Let the waiter clean up after himself. Nothing in the dishwasher. Not to sound like a capitalist oppressor, but I have people who do that for me now.
Pay for your Christmas presents overdue. Oh, nice. I've got to get my vinyl record player fixed, actually. Nice. Yeah, he probably did have some nice poems to share. No, exactly. That's how I feel most of the time.
Blue Casket just doesn't have the zing of Calavera Cafe, you know? Blue Casket just doesn't have the zing of Calavera Cafe, you know?
Okay, so now we've got the dirty hookah water we can use on the Ranja. Which I completely forgot to get because we didn't have the baster. So now we got the baster. I'd say we're about halfway through this year. There's still a little bit left to do. But we're getting there. I'd say year 3 is the short. I think year 4 is the second longest. They break up year 4 into a few bits. So we're going to do a couple of things to distract. So we're going to open up the fridge.
I doubt I'll be touching that anytime soon.
fridge. And then open up this thing.
It's empty.
And then go into inventory.
It's attached pretty well.
Who is over there?
There we go.
Look, you broke it. Now it won't shut.
And now we wait. Yeah, the timing is weird on this one.
Nemazogia, hold still. What are you, dead? Keifer, wake up. I don't work on drunks. Resek Chavarko. What kind of sailor are you? Can't handle booze, huh? Hogy te azt gondolod, hogy engemet te nem fogsz kifizetni? Te teljesen bolond vagy. Well, let's go. Toto, I got your boy Naranja here. MIA here. Well, he's sobered up.
Shay's almost at 1500. If we reach 2000, make something that's going to be something that people are really going to love. Oh, nice.
Doesn't look like you'll be showing up to work in the morning. Let's see what you got on you, huh, sailor?
I gave him the idea in the first place.
Third class. I already searched
Tiger
him pretty
can't
thorough.
change his stripes.
I don't think that would shed any light on things.
So, you still going? Hey, listen to me. You've got to take care of yourself. Hang on a second.
This mean anything to you?
You mean beside the song, the poem, and the bar, and the statue by that name? Sure! It is one of my most famous designs. Here, I show you. Let's see, number 30, Harmin Sech, Harmin Skette, Harmin... 36. Here. Hey, what is this?
My friend Lola left that here for me.
Oh yeah. Lola was here, sweet girl, like daughter
Nice.
to me. Tell her Papa Toto says hello.
Aw.
Right.
I wish Toto would know. That breaks my heart to know that he just said that. Okay, so we got a few things we can do here. We're probably going to do... We'll do the morgue next. Because the morgue's kind of going to be the next placement of getting Naranja put out of misery without actually killing him. Oh, dude, I get that too. I was trying to do one the other day, and it's so stupid. It just doesn't allow you to do it, and you're kind of like, really? And you're taking like the most high-def photos ever.
Late night at the morgue, isn't it, Membrillo?
You know I can't sleep with John Doe's on the slab, Manny. If I don't ID these rose gardens tonight, I won't be ready for the two that come in tomorrow. And before you know it, I'm up to my ass in azaleas.
It's empty.
Only until I finish up here.
Hey, should I close this?
No, I'm trying to air it out.
It's empty.
Only.
Not picking that up. I think Membrillo could really use a nice tropical vacation. Any leads? machines.
I know it's a poor coroner who blames his tools, Manny. But how am I supposed
Yeah,
to turn
agreed.
up anything with the equipment they give me?
Hey, I had a government job for years, man. I know how you feel. Are you sure you're looking hard enough?
Look, Manuel, these old eyes are tired. I'm doing the best I can, but the average retirement age beachcomber has more sophisticated equipment than I've got here.
What a sad story. These stews sprouted and no one came down to claim them?
Yeah, I have once too.
Death makes sad stories of us all.
How's business?
Booming, unfortunately. More crime every day. And more sproutings like these. Something's happening back in El Morro, I think. And its dark hand is finally reaching us here in Rubacava.
What exactly are you looking for?
I'm digging for a treasure that part of me does not wish to find. For when I uncover that sad doubloon that tells me who this poor soul is, my reward is not riches, but the chance to make a phone call and break somebody's heart. Of course, with this equipment, the search could go on for some time.
Can I help?
Sure. Grab hold of this leaf right here. Manny?
I can't do it.
I know. I was just testing.
How do you do this job?
Without becoming jaded, you mean? My secret to
Yep.
happiness, Manuel.
We're
is that
over
I have
halfway
the
through
heart of
Rubacava
a
now.
12-year-old boy. I keep it over here in a jar. Would you like to see it?
No.
Sorry. Old coroner joke.
Do you ever worry that your job is getting to you, Membrillo?
Well, forensic botany is a trying job, Manny. But have you ever spent much time here with a florist? In life, they became florists because they love flowers. But here, a flower is a symbol of pain, of death within death. Their conflicted feelings build and build, and eventually, they become quite mad.
Thanks for the tip. I guess I'll send balloon bouquets from now on. Membrillo, why do you stay in town? Why don't you head off toward the Ninth Underworld?
Manny, you can only search for something for so many years before you stop believing in it altogether.
You don't believe in the Ninth Underworld?
Why do you think we're all here in Rubacava?
Because you're waiting to earn off your time, or you can't afford passage, or...
Manny, we've given up. All of us. When you've been here long enough, you will too.
Well, don't let me bother you.
Always nice to have visitors.
Very sad.
Would a metal detector help the cause?
Hey, just like downtown. You never know what this'll turn up. An engraved ring, a belt buckle with somebody's name on it.
Who would wear a belt buckle with the... Oh. Huh.
What? Velasco, it looks like I've got one of your boys down here in the morgue. A sailor by the name of... Naranja.
What? How? Sprouted? But, this town's going to hell. Sailor can't even take a 2-day shore leave without watching his back. Yeah, I'll come down in the morning.
All day long, Manny, I sought through pure sadness. I find evidence, and I piece together stories years, but none of my stories end well. They all end here, and the moral of every story is the same. We may have years, we may have hours, but sooner or later, we push up flowers.
Okay. Now, we have tricked them into thinking Naranja's dead, which, you know, is a pretty dick move, but at the same time, it's fine. It's alright. We'll work on that. So now what we need to do is we need to take the other picture we got from Toto, the tattoo artist. And all of this is part of this puzzle that's coming up here, which I hate. Because it's all number memorization. Well, not number memorization, but... Look at that. Look how it's completed part of it and left part of it out. That's so funny. Okay. So I need to look at the picture first. Now, where's that picture that we had?
Looks like these cats are almost scruff and scruff.
Okay. So this will be the 6th race of the day. So this is the day that, as he said before, the blimp crashed into the cat track. So she picked a really interesting place to hide the image. So we're gonna have to do like a betting collection thing. So she's taken the image of the betting collector and replaced it with the image of Max and Olivia kissing. I'm not with Max's lawyer. So it's the 6th race. And so I'll pocket that, and now we gotta read this thing.
They don't have much use when they're alive, and stuff, they don't have much more. Beloved Sandspoof, this regal and majestic feline was a record holder for speed and a favorite of the crowds here in Rubacava for many years, until her career was suddenly and tragically cut short on the 2nd week of the racing season, when the airship Olivia 1, on its maiden voyage, crashed onto the track mid-race and exploded. Many bereaved fans testified later that before the blimp hit, Sandspoof was in the lead.
Okay. So it's the 2nd week. Forensic banana, it's a I like that. 1 second, chat. Okay, so you said the 2nd week they proposed on a Tuesday, and it was race 6.
Anybody there?
Look, I told you, we don't have any kitty hats today.
What?
You have to wait until Tuesday. That's kitty hat day.
I don't want a kitty hat.
Fine with me. What's your bet then?
I don't gamble. It's a conflict of interest for me.
Then why did you call me down here?
For the friendly conversation.
Okay, so what we need to do now is we go into our inventory and we get the betting stub machine out because we need to do a little bit of work. Okay, so it was on a Tuesday.
Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint.
2nd week. So it'd be race 6. Is it this way?
Me and this ticket printer, we're gonna make a mint.
It might be that way, or it might be the other way around.
Hello? Oh, hi! Betting stub, please.
What?
I need the betting stub for the race you're interested in.
Interested in how?
Interested in seeing the photo finish file for, of course.
Here you go.
Hey, this looks different than our usual ticket.
Well, that's because it's from last season.
All right, just a second. There you are.
Aha!
What? Are you a winner?
Big winner. Thanks, pal.
Glad I could help.
So we should now have the image. There it is.
It's Lola's last work. A juicy photo of Nick and Olivia kissing.
So now we gotta take this to Nick, and this will trigger the event.
I think that guy was up to something. Don't you, Doug? Doug?
Oh, that guy? Personally, I think he was nuts. Get that mouse!
It doesn't really give you too much to work on. It's a very convoluted sort of puzzle that makes you kind of work for that one. But because I've done it that many times, it's a little bit easier. Here we go.
Look what I found at the photo finish booth. Looks like Naughty Kitten and Bad Tomcat are neck and neck.
What do you want?
I want to tell you a sad story of a young man unjustly imprisoned merely for speaking his mind.
It's time to shake up the hive!
I guess our business is settled.
Almost.
What? Was that for the photo girl?
No, that was just for being you. I don't have time to get you for Lola, but I'm sure somebody will.
You didn't have time to save her either. But don't feel too bad about that, Manny. I hear saving women really isn't your forte.
Okay. So now we pretty much have everything ready. We need to just shut down our club again one more time. Which isn't too hard to do. Yeah. I wish you could turn... Can you turn off notifications like that on your Switch? I should have everything. I've got the union card. The bees are out, which means I've got the tools. The CB equipment should be left down there now because they should be revolting. Actually, I should check on that, actually. Down we go. Okay.
Hell no, we won't work!
Hell no, we won't work!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Authentic CB equipment.
Hell no,
Those are some pretty big tools.
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
I'll just have Glottis come pick them up on our way out of town.
Are we bees or are we flies?
I don't think anybody's been a reunion for quite a while.
No more lies!
Nothing scarier than a bunch of angry bees.
Are we bees or are we flies? Manny!
Doing time, all right?
Sorry.
Okay, from the top. Hell no, we won't work!
Hell no, we won't work.
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Bogan is a big fat jerk.
Hell no, we won't work!
Hell no, we won't work!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Are we bees or are we flies?
Are we bees or are we flies?
No more lies! No more lies!
Okay, so we've got everything. We just now need to cut off the casino and get Glottis back out. Because Glottis will not leave unless there is no more collateral left at the casino. So in order for us to do that, we need to go back and do the first thing we did the first time we started playing this year. which is re-rig the tables again. And I'll just check that Police Chief Bogan is in there. Oh yeah, we can go over here. That's right, I forgot about this.
Gross. How long was that raven sitting there? Wow, that strike is still going on? Hey, you lazy bees! Get off your abdomens and get to work! Wow, that strike is still going on?
Okay. So up we go. Calavera Cafe. Oh, there's porn for everything out there. Come on, man. Of course there is.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again. Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny.
Bogan looked mad when he left?
Yeah, what happened?
Hey, we all run out of luck eventually.
Careful, Manny, or you're gonna get us shut down.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
So now technically Bogan should be back here now because that incident has happened. Yep. Let's go chat to him.
Police Chief Bogan, Rubacava's finest. I knew you couldn't stay mad forever.
Oh, I'm still mad, but nothing cheers me up like winning.
Everything okay down here?
He seems to have forgiven us. Please, let his luck continue. Leader Noir Perimanque.
Yeah, they don't like glasses in your passport photos. So this is the final part that will cement the end of this chapter. Pretty much. So I'll save it first. There we go.
14. 14 is the winner. Le 14. Numéro 14 est le gagnant.
I think you mean 2. Am I correct?
No, monsieur. 14 is the winner.
I think you've made a mistake.
I'm sorry, sir. 14 is the winning number. Better luck next time, eh?
That does it. That Calavera's getting too big for his britches. I don't like raiding businesses and shutting them down. But someone's got to teach Manuel a lesson in law and order. This way, back here. Open those paddy wagons up and start filling them. And somebody find Calavera. I want to interrogate him personally.
Raided? How long are they gonna close it for? Yeah, you better cut off the big guy's credit then. Yeah. Throw the drunk out on his big orange butt. And bring me Calavera so we can talk about his debt.
Hey, come on! You gotta let me back in! I'm a VIP!
Does that stand for very inebriated pianist?
Manny, I don't want to be
I love
a
that little piano bit
pianist
there.
anymore. I'm a mechanic.
I know. That's why I got you a new job. Come on, let's go pick up your tools.
And I can do whatever I want to the engine? Make it faster?
Sure, but you'll be plenty busy just keeping her afloat.
Thanks for the gig, and for not asking too many questions.
Hell, after what happened in Naranja, I can see why you'd leave town. Let's just hope I don't have to go fishing you out of the drink again.
I'll stay under next time. I promise.
Captain. Captain Calavera?
Puerto Zapato, sailor. We're here at last. Beautiful port, isn't she?
Yes, sir. There's some customs officials down below, sir. They want to search the ship.
Fine, fine. We've got nothing to hide, eh? No skeletons in our closet.
Yes, sir.
Secure the bow, boys, like a rock this time.
Manuel.
Salvador?
I hope this very urgent message gets to you in time. Our man in Zapato says Miss Colomar never made it to the port. It said she threw herself overboard at the Pearl. I don't know if you believe that. Whatever you do, do not land in Puerto Zapato. It's a trap. Assassins will attempt to board your ship disguised as customs agents. Beware, and viva la revolución!
And that is year 2. Holy crap. We are halfway through the game. Phew. We're officially at the same spot where I left when I last played the game with my dad before he passed. So yeah, we're basically now we're about halfway. This next year I'd say is relatively big. Well, not really, it's quite small. Because there's a lot of bits and pieces that go on. It's the... Yeah, because year 3 is quite small. It's year 4 that's kind of big again. But I'd say for Grim Fandango tonight, we're pretty much done with it. I don't know if we've got any other stuff I'd like to play tonight. Is there anything that you'd like to see me play tonight? I could do a little bit of cell damage.